Namaskar. Welcome to our channel Andihan. Dear viewers, আজি মই আপোনালোকৰ ওচৰলৈ লৈ আহিছোঁ DLED ফাৰ্ষ্ট ছেমিষ্টাৰৰ পেপাৰ 1.5 Proficiency in English 1. Dear students and viewers, as all of you know, English is a compulsory paper. That is, proficiency in English is a compulsory paper for all the students from first semester, second semester up to third semester. And in the fourth semester, this particular paper becomes an optional paper. So, as we are discussing today the DLED first semester, paper 1.5, Proficiency in English, I naturally again welcome you and let's discuss about the first unit. That is, the first unit belongs to status of English in India. As all of us know, English is not our mother tongue. English is not a language of our own, but yet English plays a major role in the Indian situation. So, what is the status of English in India? And from when we decided to have English as our own language, let's discuss about those things in today's class. So when we are going to discuss about the status of English in India, we have to know about the historical perspective. বুৰঞ্জী আমি কিছু জানি ল'ব লাগিব যে আমাৰ নিজৰ নোহোৱা স্বত্তেও why we are having English as one of the major languages in India. And as you know, now it is an associate official language of India. So when we talk about introduction of English in India, we can group it in three phases. First phase, second phase and third phase. These groups are made by Cassaro in 1982. So the first phase, it is initiation by the missionary. Second phase, local demand. And the third phase, the government policy. So, dear viewers, when we talk about the initiation by the missionary, we have to know something else. That is, when the British first came to India, it was the East India Company. And as all of us know, that it was nothing but a multinational company who came to India to do trade, to do business. So, it was purely related with trade and commerce. But when they started their East India Company started their policy. So around 1614, East India Company, during the reign of Mughal Empire, they started their colony in India. They started their industry, they started their trading commerce. And from then onwards, English language became an important language in Indian scenario. As we told them, one of the reasons was initiation by the missionary. So why missionaries were so much interested in introducing English in India? Their main reason, remember, their main reason was to propagate the Christian religion. So how they can project the Christian religion to the Indian people? They have to, as you know, missionaries, they are related with the Christian religion. So they wanted to transact, they wanted to give the Christian religion in Indian scenario also. So their main reason was to propagate the Christian religion. Then comes the local demand. Though missionaries' region was to propagate the Christian religion, the local people's demands were something else. One of the important figure among Indian people was Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Another one, Rajnath Hari Navalkar. So when British people wanted to have English for their own interest, at the same time, local people wanted to have English in their own way. So Raja Ram Mohan Rai and Rajnath Hari Navalkar on all the other educated Indian people, they believe that English is the language by which we can introduce Indian people with the Western world. So it is a way. And only because of that, Raja Ram Mohan Roy wrote a letter to Lord Amherst. Why he wrote a letter? He wrote a letter to appoint persons in various scientific subjects like chemistry, mathematics, anatomy, etc. So Raja Rammohan Rai, he believed that to teach chemistry, anatomy, and all these things, we need some specialized person, and for that he wrote a letter to Lord Amherst. And then come the government policy. So what is government policy? As you know, though East India Company was a MNC, that is a multinational company, but after the Battle of Plassey, that is in 1757, the role of East India Company was minimized, and there was a board of control, and later on, the British government took over the control of Indian people, Indian subcontinent. So when British people became the ruler of India, it was very difficult for them to have all the people from Britain to control the India. India is a very large country. So to control the administration, they want some Indian people who will be brought up in English environment. That is to create a group of people, Indian in blood and color, but British in thought. So they will be in the clerical post. So they will control the administration. As you know, in the office, in the part of administration, we need lots of people who can help the main administrator. So Indian people will not be the main administrator, but after going through British type of education, Indian people will be created, a group of Indian people will be created who will be Indian in blood and color, because all of us know that we can't change our color, we can't change our blood. But British in thought means their thinking, their upbringing, their everything will be like the British people. So it happens only with the British type of education. Dear student, as we know, now English is a global language. We use English in our library language. English is a second language in India. Remember this, it is not a foreign language for us, it is a second language. We introduce English from the very early part of our education system. Dear viewers, this is the first part of your first unit, that is status in English in India, and later on in our next class we'll try to discuss some other parts also. Thank you. Hope you enjoy.